let's cover installing Power BI Desktop and adjusting settings for the purposes of this course. If you haven't already downloaded the program, it's a very simple process. Just head to powerbi.microsoft.com and click that sign up free button in the top right. That will take you to another page that should look something like this. You can click the download free button. That will actually start your Power BI Desktop download. Once the download is complete and you fire up the program for the first time, you'll likely see a screen that looks something like this. Now, it may ask you to sign in to collaborate and share content. Keep in mind that you don't have to sign in to use Power BI Desktop. In fact, you can click the Get Data button to get started, or simply close this screen and continue using Power BI Desktop as normal. The sign-in is only required to access the sharing and collaboration tools available through Power BI service at app.powerbi.com. You absolutely can sign in or create an account. In fact, you'll get a free 60-day pro trial when you do, but it's not required for the purposes of this course. And keep in mind that if you do sign up for service, that Microsoft does require a work or a school email address. Next up, let's talk course options and settings. There are 3 different adjustments that we're going to make just to make sure that we're on the same page throughout the course. First, we're going to look at our preview features and make sure those are deselected. Now, as Microsoft rolls out new beta features and tools, those will populate in this list, and you have the option to enable them to try them out. In this case, we're going to deselect any of those and make sure that we're working from the same core platform. Second, we're going to update our data load settings to deselect the auto detect new relationships option. And basically, Power BI, it's a very smart tool. When you load up raw data, it's actually going to analyze that data and look for relationships and say, okay, I've got a primary key here and a foreign key here. I think Chris is trying to create a relationship between these tables, and it will automatically add the relationship for me, which is great, but it's not so good when you want to demonstrate how and why to create certain types of table relationships. So for now, we're going to uncheck that option. And the third update we're going to make is with the regional settings. Now, this is an important one. We need to set the locale for import to English United States. And the reason we have to do that is that the downloadable resource files and the CSVs that I've created for the course projects are built using English settings. So the dates are formatted as month, day, year. We've got decimal places noted by periods, not commas. So if you're in an area with different regional settings, like Europe or South America, for instance, you might experience errors when you try to load up that raw data if your system is looking for a different format or syntax. So I'm going to open up Power BI right now and just show you these 3 options in the actual Power BI environment. All right, so here I am in Power BI. I'm going to go all the way up to the top left corner. This is kind of my home menu here. Options and settings, select options, and this is that dialog box that we're looking at. We're going to start with preview features. As you can see, we've got some shape maps, custom themes. These are kind of new features that Microsoft is testing or putting out as a beta trial before they roll it out into production. So just make sure these boxes are all unchecked as you're working through the course. Next up, we've got data load, and this is the box that we want to uncheck here, where it says auto detect new relationships after data is loaded. And again, that just makes sure we have a blank canvas to work with in our data model. And then finally, regional settings. Just drop down this list and choose English, United States, press OK, and you should be good to go.